We all need heroes, don't we? When I was 13, maybe, Jimmy Raines became my hero.
We are so glad that you are here on this wonderful occasion to celebrate the life of our father, leader, pastor, mentor, otherwise known as James A. Raines, Jimmy Raines, Jim Raines, and those who really know him closely, King Shaw is what we call him. We are so thankful that you're here, and we have wonderful food and fun and fellowship and just some wonderful speakers that are going to be sharing about the life of Shaw and the blessing that he has meant to them.
Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Jim.
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 Jim and I go back a long way.
Hey, Dad.
Daddy,
Daddy, I just wanted to thank you.
Hey, Shaw, this is Billy Raines.
We love you, Shaw.
and happy birthday, sweetheart.
He's indescribable. Compassionate friend.
Good golfer.
Faithful.
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 Faithfulness.
Faithful.
Faithfulness.
And I think of a faithful friend.
Humble.
Kind.
I see Jim as a spiritual man, a wise man.
Focused.
Kind.
Christ-centered.
Love.
A very close friend.
Inclusive.
Kind.
Relational.
Jim is a true gentleman.
Welcoming.
Intentional. Golf player.
Kind-hearted.
Funny. Athletic. Gentle because he always told me bedtime stories.
His kindness.
Joyful servant.
He's really wonderful.
I think of Jesus.
He would never tell you this, but in my opinion, if they had ranked golfers in the 50s, he was the #1 junior golfer in America. And the reason I say that is because he won every tournament he played in.
Somehow, Jimmy came up with the idea of being a golfer, that he wanted to have a ministry with the caddies.
The word golf and the name Jimmy Raines are synonymous. I remember one time when he was playing at Houston Hills Golf Course, one of the matches, he had a double eagle. Hit a 3-wood out of the fairway about 375 yards.
Right there.
Is that the one?
You got it.
And we would gather all the black caddies together, and we would go in, and Celeste would play the organ, and we would sing out of the little Young Life songbooks that we had.
The second one is Gil. That's the name of my brother. My older brother, who got acquainted with Jimmy that spring of 1955. But in the summer of 1955, Gil was killed in a car wreck. And Jimmy, you were staying at our house that summer, weren't you? You were taking some summer classes, and my brother and I had lived in the same small bedroom together since we were 5 and 7, I guess. But after he died, Jimmy was staying with us, and I believe you moved into the same room. And in a very real sense, Jimmy became the brother that I had lost.
And he was the favorite by far of all the people there, and I was a 14-year-old just trying to get in the tournament. And the night before the first round, I looked over it and I saw Jimmy over by his bunk reach into his suitcase, pull out a New Testament, sit down on his bed, and I guess he noticed that I was watching, so he invited me over. And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm just having my quiet time every day, morning and night. Before I turn in, before I start today, I read the Word of God and I pray. Would you like to join me?"
The Raines family means a lot to me, and we're grateful.
life with him has just been great. It really has. Imagine 58 years that you could say that and really mean that with all your heart. And I can really say that I know Jesus in a way that I would never have known him without Jim.
And so the preacher Brown, he was a Baptist preacher. He came in to visit. And he said to Maggie, he says, "Maggie, what church do you go to?" She said, "I go to Bethany United Methodist down the road."
How can I say thanks for all the things you've done for me, things so undeserved that you've done for me.
"And what is your preacher's name, Maggie?" She looked right into his eyes and she said, "Annabelle." She is the heart and soul of this family and this ministry. And I thank God for her every day. I love you so much.